Are you finding it difficult to study anatomy and physiology? Are you getting tired of memorizing endless anatomical terms and trying to understand complex physiological mechanisms? Do you find yourself constantly referring to a large number of resources, only to end up feeling confused? Are you spending hours, or even the whole day, trying to grasp the material? Are you worried about giving up or feeling overwhelmed by the challenge? Don't give up. The solution is here. We are here to guide you through this journey and ensure your success. These video series are designed to health professional students and will demonstrate anatomy and explain the physiology of the human body in a simple, easy to understand way that you can easily memorize. This will be an unforgettable journey where you'll learn the basic knowledge of human anatomy and how the body functions. By breaking things down into manageable pieces and offering clear, step-by-step explanations, these video series will help you and guide you in mastering these subjects. You'll not only be able to understand the content more easily, but you'll also be able to stay ahead of the curve and excel in your studies. This video introducing the fascinating world of anatomy and physiology. First, we'll define these two important fields, exploring their branches and understanding how structure and function are deeply connected. You'll see how the study of anatomy, the structure of the body, goes hand in hand with physiology, the study of how the body works. Next, we'll talk about the organization of the human body, starting with the bony skeleton. We'll break down how the skeleton is structured, from the axial skeleton, that supports the head and torso, to the appendicular skeleton, that allows for movement. We'll also discuss the anatomical position, which is the standard reference point used in anatomy, and introduce key regional terms like cranial, lumbar, gluteal, etc. and other directional terms such as superior, inferior, medial, and lateral, which will help you describe body parts and locations with precision. As we move forward, we'll explore the three major body planes: the sagittal, coronal, and transverse planes, and why these are important for understanding body movements in medical imaging. Finally, we'll cover the body cavities and stress membranes that protect our organs, and then we'll dive into the abdominal cavity, discussing how it's divided into 9 regions and why that's important for diagnosing illnesses. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid foundation of anatomy and physiology that will be essential as we explore these concepts in more detail. Let's get started. Welcome to our exploration of anatomy and physiology, two essential fields that help us understand the structure and function of the human body. Let's start with anatomy. Anatomy is the study of the structures that make up the human body. It looks at what these structures are made of, where they're located, and how they're all connected. We also examine how different parts of the body physically relate to each other. For example, take the heart. Its structure, with its chambers and valves, is perfectly designed to pump blood throughout the body. The heart's structure determines how it functions. This brings us to the essential idea: structure determines function. Anatomy can be broken down into 4 main types. First is the gross, or macroscopic. Anatomy focuses on large structures that can be seen with the naked eye. Think of bones, muscles, and joints, for example. Next, we have surface anatomy. Looks at the external features of the body, like the shape of your face, or the contours of your muscles. Regional anatomy studies how structures work together in specific areas of the body. For instance, the muscles, bones, and nerves in your forearm work in harmony to allow movement. Systemic anatomy examines entire organ systems. The cardiovascular system, for example, looks at the heart and blood vessels, and how they work together to circulate blood throughout the body. Microscopic anatomy is the branch of anatomy that focuses on the study of structures at a microscopic level. Unlike macroscopic anatomy, which deals with larger, visible organs and tissues, microscopic anatomy delves into the fine details of cells and tissues that require the aid of a microscope for examination. This field allows scientists and medical professionals to explore the cellular makeup of various organs, tissues, and structures that are essential for understanding how organisms function on a deeper level. Microscopic anatomy is divided into two major types, histology and cytology. Cytology. This type focuses on the study of individual cells, their structures, and functions. Cytologists examine the inner components of cells, such as the nucleus, mitochondria, and other organelles, to understand cellular processes such as division, metabolism, and communication. Cytology plays a significant role in diagnosing conditions like infections and cancers by identifying abnormal cellular behavior or morphology. On the other hand, histology. This type involves the study of tissues, groups of cells working together to perform a specific function. Histologists examine tissue samples from various organs, analyzing their cellular arrangement and structure. Histology is crucial for understanding diseases like cancer, as it can reveal abnormal tissue growth and structural changes. Now, let's shift to physiology. Physiology is the study of how anatomical structures function. Physiology looks at how individual organs and organ systems work, both in isolation and in coordination with one another. It helps us understand how the body operates to maintain homeostasis, or balance. For example, the kidneys have a specific structure, made up of units called nephrons. These ultrastructures allows the kidneys to filter waste from the blood and regulate fluid balance. Hence, kidneys' fine structure enables it to carry out its critical functions of filtrating the blood and regulation of body fluids, and ion balance by producing the urine. The field of physiology can be broken down into several specialized branches, each focusing on different levels of organization in the body. From the smallest cells to entire organ systems, physiology helps us understand the remarkable processes that sustain life. In cell physiology, we examine how individual cells carry out functions like energy production, communication, division, molecules transport, secretion, depolarization, and cell signaling. In organ physiology, we study the function of specific organs. For example, the heart doesn't just pump blood, it does so in a rhythmic way that ensures blood moves efficiently through the circulatory system. The structure of the heart's valves and its electrical system are directly responsible for maintaining the right rhythm. Systemic physiology examines how organ systems, like the respiratory system and cardiovascular system, function together to perform complex tasks. Also, the nervous system and muscular system work together to allow movement. The brain sends signals to muscles to contract, enabling voluntary actions like walking or lifting. One important subfield of physiology is pathological physiology, which focuses on how diseases and disorders affect the normal function of organs and systems. For example, hypertension can cause structural and functional changes in the cardiovascular system, leading to potential heart disease.